Thank you.
Fantastic.
That's very good. Very good. All right, game 2, Liquid looking for a comeback. Xtreme Gaming looking to just put Liquid in the ground and out of this tournament. Move on to their next opponent, who, reminder for everybody, the winner of this series has to play up against Team Spirit, who looks very good.
That is that's a nice opponent to have waiting for you, you know?
Yeah, that is a spooky one. I almost feel like if these teams don't show, in Xtreme's case, if they don't show they're good enough and clean enough to be able to 2-0 this, then are they good enough to take on Team Spirit?
I also think if you're Spirit, you like the slower games where you just get to play your style, out team fight people. And that game 1 was sloppy. It was long. Yeah. Neither team convincingly won it. You know, I think Spirit's biggest weakness is like the old gaming style, the old Liquid style when they were winning TI. Like, we're going to run you over in 30. You don't get to go to that late game. That was not a game where that was convincing at all. So.
Yeah, Liquid's refusing to play that kind of style in this patch. I mean, we're seeing Ace just go for the greediest builds possible.
No auras, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. We're not seeing the Crimsons. We're not seeing the Pipes. We're not seeing the early high ground. I think this is a lineup that could potentially do it on paper. You have Alk, you have Necrophos, you have Sustain, you have an Aura Buyer in the Darkseer.
Is Ame dead? Ace didn't get inside the cogs. If he had gotten inside of the cogs and they'd had a setup where they could have double Ion Shelled Ame for a little bit, he might have died there. But as it stands, he's going to be shoved out of lane. And look at Tofu. He's going to stick around if Ame thinks that he has free passage back to lane. Oh, wait. Get the ward, get the ward, get the ward. Okay, he got it. Nothing to say. Can maybe play a bit of lane with Sandstorm. Meanwhile, they actually do manage to get the kill there, running down FY. Whoa, what was going on there?
You have to expect to bring supports into this lane for the Reaper kill.
Yeah, I was thinking that...
He can't get it on his own.
Yeah, I was thinking way more for Liquid to rotate into that lane, but instead, the full rotation up the top lane. With the Ion Shells, managed to get 2 heroes inside the cogs. They have Blood Grenade on 2, Arrow to finish off at least X-Nova. Maybe Ame dies as well. Surge, Boxy, he wanted to commit for that kill, while Ace was trying to offer him a way out.
Yeah, there's a couple stacks of his own, though, Mickey farming very efficiently. So, NTS gets all this uncontested. It's a big win for him in this game.
Yeah, there's not much pressure on mid. Like, X-Nova is taking the wave with no contest. Liquid just playing again to farm.
It's surprising for me. Maybe I still have this old idea of the team that they want to like play through mid super fast, abuse runes, abuse a winning mid matchup. They haven't really looked for it at all.
I think that Liquid is kind of dead.
Oh, all right.
I think maybe it's the introduction of Tofu Ace. Maybe it's a bit of the patch. They feel like it's not you can't play that way anymore. But Boxy, he'll go for kind of a suicide contest here onto the Wisdom. Maybe Tofu can still get something out of this. X-Nova gets low, but needed 2 more hits probably to do something. Boxy with his haste rune runs into the skeleton archers. Ame is going to retreat back through the gate here and pressure the Alchemist. Here comes that epicenter. The chain stun allows the epicenter to do full point blank damage, and Ame is just here to take the tower.
Nice surprise move from Nothing to Say. They had no read on that at all, as the Necro's just been jungling. That's another reason I don't like Liquid giving up this pressure point mid in such a favorable matchup. Like, you're giving NTS some freedom to make some plays around the map that the Necrophos does have boots travel now. You can respond, but there's no response on a play like that. There's no turnaround potential.
Pretty fearless, man.
He should be. He should be fearless in this game. He needs to play aggressive. He needs to take space away from Xtreme Gaming and abuse his position.
I mean, this is a pretty insane blow to the economy.
Oh yeah, these are
taking this double stacks.
XG just not protecting this at all, and this is what you want to see out of Liquid. Stack contesting, take it away from the Sand King.
Ame's also doing kind of the same. He's not taking stacks, but he is trying to take some of Alex's farm, which is a nice idea.
He's taking the golems.
And the Reaper's sight kill, not quite there.
Is there still a Death Pulse flying? No.
Yeah, it looks like it.
There is.
Oh, okay, okay. It just disappeared.
That's what I thought. I'm like, I didn't see the Death Pulse connect. He's going to even be there. As he finds an opportunity. Oh, there you go. Quick little support pickup. We'll bring the supports into the game. Like, I think you want Blink on Sand King at some point in this game.
If they can get these epicenter pickoffs and Ame's involved with them, we're going to get a pickoff without the Adesso here.
Okay.
And Ace returned back to lane there.
And the creep.
Xtreme. They got to be the ones to hunt things down. The onus is on them. With the pipe picked up for XXS, they are not to be trifled with when it comes to team fights. But Liquid's not going to take those team fights. That's where the pickoffs come into play. Nothing to say. Finally does get a pickoff with his epicenter.
Liquid are saying, do whatever you want. We don't care.
Oh, and Ame's setting up for a third opportunity here. Ace is going to die off of nothing to say, TPing back, Burrow Strike, and once again, they got the Darkseer and his
They're
green.
going to feel smooth about the momentum in this game, and it can quickly turn into, oh, suddenly we're taking Roshan because we killed one of your cores with this Deso Clean.
Ace caught inside the Bramble, Terrorize, and with Ame, both between the Strafe and the Burning Barrage. He doesn't actually use the Burning Barrage, but still, FY is able to run him down thanks to the Stampede, Shadow Realm, and Bedlam. He's got some decent heroes to utilize the Stampede.
They really do.
Sand King likes it a lot to keep close to heroes with Epicenter. Dark Willow sometimes has a problem closing that gap to actually use Bedlam. Liquid's not going to contest you, and
yeah, I like this.
Ame has enough damage that it's not going to be too slow.
This is the downside of just farming if you're on the side of Liquid. You're going to concede some objectives here, maybe earlier than you would like.
Right, the problem may not be this Aegis, it's going to be the second Roshan is really fast. They can use that banner to go high ground, right? That's...
I don't know about that. I don't know if we're seeing that early to high ground, but...
yeah, it is extreme gaming.
Yeah. So they're going to stop it because of the rocket flare. They feel that Liquid are contesting. However, Liquid are not contesting. They're not contesting.
They're not going to contest. They will get the pick off on Tofu. At least they get something for their efforts, because I don't love that slowing down too much, but...
It's Deso charges. I think he's had more charges in this game than he had, you know, going 40 minutes into that other one. Straight back into the Roche. Boxy, he gets found on the side. He has to hook shot out. Okay, that's a green light to finish this one up.
There's definitely nothing stopping it now, and they might even kill Boxy. Nova, well, he's got no daggers to slow down Boxy. Boxy's probably going to get enough distance. The wheel doesn't quite land, and oh, the Cogs doesn't push back FY. So now he's going to die underneath the wheel, and the Urn actually got taken away as well. After done nice and early, Nisha.
Teleport canceled.
He's going to kill.
No,
we didn't actually get him the Strongman Potion. It's going to keep him alive a lot longer, and now Xtreme Gaming are going to come and collect the kill. Yet another Deso charge, up to 8 for Ame.
Okay, maybe Liquid finds something.
Centaur trying to get a kill, and they will get him eventually here. Terrorize almost stops him in time. Boxy interrupts that one. Hook shot in. Cogs pushing back FY into an awkward spot here. Though I think there was enough TPs that they're afraid to keep fighting into Xtreme, understandably so. They just back up the farm. Oh, wait. Ame. Oh, he spotted that unstable concoction pop. He knows he's under vision. The creep also spoils it.
His BKB. I think it feels bad to just go straight BKB here. It's a very good BKB game. You have to think about the Alex
trying to go for the epicenter kill. They wanted the Necro. Will have to content themselves with the Darkseer. Still got it. Terrorize pushing back some of these heroes. No immediate response. In fact, Alchemist is even going to call it quits here. Mickey says, that's just more time for me to farm. I don't want to join in some fight without a BKB.
Ultimate.
Liquid with their triple item pickup timing. All three of their cores are online for the early game. They're going to make their first real big offensive move to kill Ame. Take away his Aegis. Counter initiation boxing. It's a beautiful Cogs locking in two different heroes. Ame's about to come back up. Can the wheel stop? It got two on the wheel, and that's beautiful with the Stampede getting Ame out of there away from the Alchemist. What a reset. Now Xtreme still going to be chased down on some of these heroes, though, as the Alchemist keeps the Centaur within reach, constantly slowing him down. Xtreme Gaming, this is going to be a good whip, decent amount of damage. Maybe they think about coming back in with the Reaper Sight being popped. They finish off the Centaur. Boxy, the box saving XXS. They pop the vacuum wall, slowing down these heroes. Now a potion being used by Nova as well. Now they jump in for the Alchemist, though, and these heroes are so damn low. Liquid might still be able to finish them up. They run down one. XXS trapped in a corner. No way out here. It will be a third. Xtreme Gaming did a good job of fighting back a little bit.
Great strategy of walking you.
Back-to-back pickoffs potentially. Oh, the Croaker interrupted things a bit there.
Another whiffed Epi.
Yeah, that is not great. Ame did also get the pickoff on Tofu with the reveal of the Orchid. Taking out much of Xtreme for now. Nothing to say, just throwing blind burrow strikes out there. Looks like Tofu is away, and look at the rest of Liquid. They are squaring up, and they're going to go straight for Ame. They had vision on him. They're going to hit an unstable concoction. The wheel, the box, maybe that can get Ame out of here alongside the Stampede. Force staff over the cliff, and away he goes. Now he's so low. He can't really fight into this one. He has to just go for a desperate TP away, and he does manage to get it. BKBs were used. Okay. Xtreme Gaming get out with only one support loss. Honestly, that's a win considering how it started.
This Clinks is close to full dataless. So if you give him a pick-off here into Roche, this game is going to become a lot more difficult.
Yeah, full dataless combined with level 20 on Nothing to Say, that is a massive power spike for this team.
They're very close.
I think Liquid still look pretty good if they can get the initiation, but how do they get that initiation over the Sand King? They got to stop him from epicentering. They run into Tofu. That's very nice.
Is that enough to do Roche here?
Quick pick.
No, it's 15 seconds, so it's going to change sides no matter what.
As much as they're doing right now.
They're farming a lot.
Oh, nothing to say, blinked in there. Oh, got the Bro Strike off before the Unstable Concoction, but Ace is there on the other side with a vacuum. BKB has to be used by Nothing to Say. The Dark Willow, Glimmer Cape does not get off the Terrorize. So it's a pickoff, but not a core pickoff.
They're looking for Ame bottom.
Oh,
remember, he has no BKB here if he gets found on
Unstable
detection.
Concoction, Mickey hits him with the bash. Reaper side closing in, he's gone.
Without Ame, you don't have the overwhelming physical to burst these targets, so I think this is absolutely the right call. I doubt we'll see actually contest this.
Yeah.
Way too difficult to make anything happen here.
Nothing to Say is already on the other side of the map. He's going to push in that wave, try and get his Shivas for the fight they're going to have to take against this Aegis. As I imagine, Liquid will start mounting up some pressure on objectives off of this.
Absolutely. Try and go high ground here. Your lineup's built for it. Give Aegis to the Necrophos. As the slots available, not too bad. And Banner as well. So high ground, that difficult. You're just kind of worried about some Klink's Daedalus hits going through.
Oh,
nice hook shot.
Nice blind hook shot there from Boxy. There almost followed up, but Xnova does get a bit of distance. Hit by the Unstable Concoction, and he's punched once by Mickey, twice to finish it off.
Refresher. I think double epicenter going into this lineup. At that point, you're a little worried about your sustain.
Yeah, do you feel that way because the Ags for Liquid are not amazing? Necro is very good, but I feel like Darkseer in this game is pretty whatever.
Help too much.
Like, that's a big component for Alchemist lineups lately.
For sure.
Right? Ace does get spotted here, but he's baiting it out. He wants to take this fight. They're already going to make the jump. Necrophos in some trouble. He's going to lose Aegis here. Meanwhile, they're going on the Centaur. Managed to Abyssal Blade him during the Stampede. Let's see if Boxy can catch him. Hook shot over to the side with the arrow on Ame. Yeah, Tofu is killing him solo right now. He's running him down. Had to use the box epicenter, everything they can. And Tofu's going to make the leap away. And Ame is still going to be caught by an Unstable Concoction Reaper Scythe. Tofu, the hero of that fight. I mean, Liquid probably win that anyway, but they get the Klink's kill because of that arrow. Back in real time, Boxy's already made his initiation. They said any hero that shows up, we're making the go while Ame's dead. They saw a Centaur and they went for it. Now Boxy's still trying to hold him back here. This Centaur is so tanky. Without the Reaper's Scythe, it's not an easy kill. Liquid will lose much of their momentum hitting this high ground now.
It's kind of a double-edged sword. Pretty nice.
Wow, that is a lot. Now, Ame already had the idea. He wanted to build MKB. He doesn't want to rely on Bloodthorn to be able to get through this, which is fair enough, but it's a long ways away. He's trying to finish off his BKB right now, and here comes the smoke of Liquid. Making his way. They're going to crash into XXS, who was a high ground ward. Actually stomped in there. Hit a stomp.
Epi coming.
Here comes the epicenter. Going for Ace. Take out that team fighter
so
and
much
get
damage.
the Boxy kill as well. And look at Mickey went down to half health. Now, here comes their turnaround. Nisha's going to start popping those death pulses, healing up the Alchemist.
They can't sustain it, though.
No, they can't keep this up. With BKBs now being on cooldown, the hit from Nothing to Say, that damage was insane, and it was an arcane trying to jetpack in, and they're pushing Xtreme Gaming farther and farther back. Xtreme Gaming's going to smoke now, and they're not spotted by that rocket flare.
They maneuvered this pretty nicely.
Yeah, they really did. They're getting around Liquid.
Moonlight's out.
Liquid presumably have no idea where they are right now. They pushed up to the top of the map.
Oh, and look at this ward.
It's not there.
This ward is scouting right now on Dire side. There's no gem here.
This could be a beautiful opportunity for them to wrap back into their own jungle.
If they can
full
burst
circle
Mickey.
back around to go for Mickey. And here comes the stomp. They managed to get off the chemical range, but here comes the epicenter blowing up inside of that epicenter. They got him, and once again, they'll get the +1 on the Boxy. And Liquid, they're going to have to BKB, Nothing to Say, hoping he could bash. Nah, he's not going to get that. Beautiful movement there from Xtreme. Oh, managed to get the vision on him. Anything? No. Look at this. Mana from heaven. They're going to take this Roshan, grab all the items, and then on their way,
Juicy.
and amp damage.
Real juicy here. Ame is peaking right now. Bloodthorn done, Daedalus done. He has all the Deso charges in the world. Now an amp damage on top of that.
Yeah, all that's left is him getting his 25, which he is so close to, but won't have just yet.
Did get to the Sand Kings though, and they got Refresher Shard. So NTS, he's not gonna have to buy out for Refresher. He just gets it gifted to him. This is accelerating that timing by a large margin. They're down 5 or 6K. It does not feel like it.
No, they are definitely the ones winning this game right now, and perhaps for I don't know, for the rest of the game, you sound pretty doubtful of Liquid's late game here. Like, you got to make sure you're not underneath these wards. Tofu spots the sentry up there high ground. Here comes the wrap, though. They're going to quickly kill the Dark Willow. Box attempted. Spots X-Nova. They're going to go for the Ringmaster. Here comes that Epicenter. Trying to blow up Nisha. Not as easy of a kill as it was that Alchemist from before. Man, still managed X-Nova. They have to Reaper Scythe him just to make sure he goes down. Back to that Dark Willow, who bought back TP'd into that fight.
That's a dieback.
FY, that is not a great decision for him. A dieback, very awkward.
Now you have an opening. Still an Epicenter available because of that Refresher Shard. So you have to be wary with BKBs on cooldown, but you have a banner here.
A big wave that's really going to help. Necrophos not going to be the fastest pusher, but with this many creeps,
it's pretty good.
Speed things up a little bit.
You have a gem now too on Boxy. Pretty nice.
It does mean the siege wagons will stay invulnerable when it comes to hitting the barracks.
Who wants to go up and start swinging though?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to go up that hill. He's almost clinks. Waiting for that army. And we still need that refresher on the Sand King. Remember, he had the shard in the earlier fight, so he still needs to purchase it for himself. So still some big items to pick up for XG.
It's curious. Xtreme Gamer are actually going to go for the fight, not wait for those items that they're so close to. But if they catch Liquid by surprise, they had a nice ward itself. More arrow, more Storm information. But Chemical Rage is going to go on cooldown pretty soon here. Got the hook shot initiation. Managed it with the vacuum on top of that. Reaper Scythe immediately put to use. The Undead's going to protect him for now, but X-Nova's not getting anything off. FY's going to get chased down as well, trying to get off the Terrorize, but the Bastion will be able to stop him. Ame putting damage on a Boxy. Glimmer keeps able to survive. Here comes that Epicenter. Mickey, a lot of damage. They'll burn him out over time a little bit more. They have to use another Epicenter. They didn't have enough. Mickey, oh, he finally goes down. Finally, it took a long time. The wheel caught Nisha in the end. No buyback here from the Alchemist because he bought that axe earlier.
FE2.
So Liquid now FE2 will kill the Darkseer as well.
But Nisha got out. He saved his BKB that entire time. Did not get bashed there. You have to remember, he can get bashed at any time.
Oh, true.
Somehow escapes. They got the Ringmaster first. That's a huge deal. They got double buyback, including that Sand King buyback out of Xtreme Gaming. But will it be their Roshan? That's the question here. No buyback on that Alchemist because he bought out for that Ags. Means you're going to be missing that big presence from Mickey. I don't think you can contest this without him. Maybe you go for a steal. You have a lot of vision. You have the Clockwork. You have Darkseer back. You have a Mirana who can leap in. Aeon Disc still available for Tofu.
You know Boxy's going to go for it if he sees the opportunity.
Yeah, they're going to go for the
steal. They're going to get a lot of information. Tofu actually jumping inside the pit for a quick Starstorm, then out. Jetpack still gets the Clockwork some distance in the trees. Hook shots over to the left, over to Nisha. He survives for now. XXS couldn't find his mark. Runs into Tofu, actually hit the stomp. Nothing to say, could maybe follow that up with a Burrow Strike, but he declines the opportunity.
Ame was going to eat some creeps, trying to heal up here. Just got a mana for the Roche. Somebody has to pick this up, though.
Jetpack, they're going to get information. Can they make the steal here? Boxy makes a force staff in. Aegis on the ground. Can he get the grab? He grabbed it. They didn't want to go for it. Nothing to say. Doesn't drop anything to grab that extra life. Now a hook shot away. No, Boxy actually misses the hook shot. So ultimately, you gave up the Aegis for 2 support kills. I feel like Xtreme are perfectly fine with that.
Though that is gold base. They don't necessarily... Oh, no, it is timer base. All right. No, it's gold base. Never mind. So they don't know that.
And you have, you can make an easy push. You've got both Banner and Burning Army.
Oh, yeah.
And a Centaur. So this is going to be very easy for Xtreme to poke. And unfortunately, there's this tier 2 bottom. So they could get 2 lanes off of this push if they really wanted to. Necrophos is going to come back. He took the Wisdom Shrine, which got him to level 30. So the Reaper Scythe is doing a lot more damage. But doesn't matter when the Reaper Scythe aren't necessarily killing the Clinks. He's had to use them on supports most of these fights.
And that one went onto the Aeon Disc. Didn't do anything.
Vacuum to stop the initiation on Nisha. They used Nullifier for that one. Unstable Concoction a little bit late to get a big AoE stun. Hits the Centaur, but they have to back out. Wheel plus Burning Barrage damage keeps them at bay.
That's BKB for the Alk.
They made the epicenter initiation. Got 2! Nothing to say. What a hit! Will it be enough? The Terrorize comes in. Nisha, he pops his BKB, but the Alchemist could not stay alive. The supports are almost back up now, but look at what everything that Liquid has expended. They've lost their Alchemist. They've used their BKBs. They can go for another push.
They used a lot. Still an Epicenter available. They're going to pass Lotuses to NTS. He's going to regen his mana here. Has a full other go. He just chain stunned the hell out of Mickey there.
That was Super sick operating there from nothing to say.
And it's that high ground ward. They place the ops, they scout him. That ward does not get killed. Gives you the vision to go for this play. Still a glyph available for Liquid.
Another easy lane.
But yeah, they're not going to use it there. And now you have to think about Mega's Alk. Still no buyback available.
I mean, they could backdoor the tier 2. I'm pretty sure the Clinks has the damage.
Yes, they could. If they recognize it, which they should. But the question here is, if you're Xtreme Gaming, are you assuming Mickey doesn't have buyback? There's kind of no way you assume it here. He's an alchemist at 60 minutes. He has to have the gold, right?
Of course. But most of that gold is on Nisha. He actually had like 12,000 gold. Wind Waker dodging the stomp. Nullifier placed on the clockwork, so he's likely to die here with the Bloodthorn. Vacuum counter initiation doesn't do much here. Again, it's only really catching the Centaur. Ame is managing to keep his distance. A harpoon, even if they do get him, helps him reset his positioning.
As scary as these Vacs look, they're not doing anything.
No, they're not.
You have too many resets with Stampede plus double box.
It's really just like a momentary stun that stops the follow-up.
Suck him into the wall, probably forces him to pop BKB, and then maybe Al can just jump him, trade BKB, stun bash him.
Think so? I mean, Ame is not so threatened by his... I think he just harpooned.
No, to me, well...
Or Hurricane Pikes, right?
Yeah, if he gets out of it. But at least then you're forcing some items out of him.
Sure.
I mean, what else is this wall really doing in this game?
Not a whole lot. It's just a big...
Oh, look at the smoke through the base.
Ooh, if they catch Mickey again, oh my god, he's slipping right past them. It made the jump onto the Necrophos instead. Nisha's chain stunned up for now, but the BKB is going to go off now. The Wind Waker. This is a little bit of trouble for Xtreme Gaming. Can they get a Reaper scythe kill somewhere in here? Box 1 gets used. Xnova trying to chase away. Nothing to say.
Wait,
I think he blinked into an arrow. Oh, what an arrow from Tofu catches him as he makes the jump in, and now he's going to be the one to get a Reaper scythe. Xnova got chased away. They have to Stampede, full retreat now, and Liquid, they need picks. They need more than just one hero. They need multiple. They're going to get FY off of this. Just one extra kill is not the worst. It is a gem laid down, but the fact is...
Pushing in, someone has to go back. There's map advantage for XG right now, and all buybacks are available in this game except the Ringmaster, oddly enough.
Hey, we talked about, like, Necro can just bots too back into the fight, but if the fight has already been initiated...
It could be rough.
Yeah, it's very likely Xtreme win it. Oh, arrow, it lands. And that kind of spoils the smoke play here.
These are so annoying.
Oh, he jumps. Oh, God, Nullifier and Stomp. Like, that is the one hero that could actually stop you if he hits the Stomp and Nullifier.
Is that an opening here for Liquid?
Yeah, spotted the Sand King, got the hook shot onto him, plus the vacuum. Everything they can. The Cogs didn't actually keep him inside there. He burrow strikes away to the side. The Abyssal blade him up. Stampede making a run for it. Necrophos just pushing into these heroes. Here comes the arrow.
Centaurs.
They're going to hit the Centaur.
Getting slain.
Xnova's coming in. He's going to try and save him, but the Nullifier's placed on him. It looks like he got his BKB first. Xnova surrounded by heroes. They're really grouped up. The Reaper Scythe is going to be put to use. And Lotus right back on Anisha. And XXS, he's still alive. Hit the stomp. Ame's in trouble, though. Ace caught him inside the vacuum. Ace, Ame's healing up. He's good for now. A bash lands on Ace, and that's going to be the death of him. The Rigo from Mickey. Without a Chemical Rage, not so easy, but look at the damage there for the Starstorm, plus Nisha coming in. Huge heaps of magic damage. Bring down Ame.
They got the Sand King out. That's the only saving grace there for Xtreme's worth in spades.
Now, Liquid's going to take another Roshan. It's a 69-minute Roshan, though. So, again, the question is, how much do these items actually do for you? The banner is very powerful. A refresher on one of these heroes could help. In fact, you need the refresher for Mickey.
Aegis for Nisha's nice because he does not have buyback right now. This is a great Aegis carrier, how tanky he is, how difficult he is to bring down.
But at the same time, if that puts you into the enemy base, where I feel like Xtreme Gaming, like this formation setup, we talked about it for game 1, I think it's the same for game 2. You going into the enemy base here is very tough for Liquid.
It's really tough. There's only one epicenter available right now. That helps. But XG are going to get everybody up. And you got to keep the buybacks in mind. They didn't expend a lot of buybacks to try and salvage that situation.
Ability isn't the problem. Maybe it's damage. Like, maybe I just need to do more damage over time.
Right,
overwhelming Blink Heart.
The way you do damage is you survive.
Right. It isn't enough this super late game, right?
It has to be. There's nothing else to pull out.
Well, he keeps swapping out items, thinking there's going to be some magical build. So much harder because of this clockwork.
Oh, he's
with the Ag's rocket flare, he's spamming the entire map. He's getting vision of you all the time. And there's no way for Xnova to just be able to be out of sight.
Twin hoof stomp.
Nice, but Xtreme Not really following that up. Still, if they get the BKB out of Mickey, that might be good enough. The Abyssal Blade Lotus Orb himself. What a vacuum, though! A 5-man vacuum is not going to be enough. A second wall gets used, but again, these illusions don't really do too much.
Nobody died.
And the epicenter, from nothing to say, kept Liquid away. Still, though, he's not going anywhere. He's arrowed up. He's arrowed for arrow. Now the hook shot. Landed on the central. Left side, they're going for X-Nova, and they got him inside the Reaper's sight. He's going to fall. Now Nisha pushing forward. Slowing down these heroes. Ame trying to turn back around. Got the nullifier onto Nisha. Pops BKB. Surge. He pulls him back in with a vacuum on XXS. Tofu still hunting for this kill into FY. Another Glimmer Cape. He dies.
You have to regroup.
Expended from Xtreme, trying to get back to their base. Ace not letting Ame get back easy. Tofu goes in as well. Unable to get the Ghoul Scepter. Lincoln blocks that one. The arrow's going to whiff.
Double buyback expended from XG. Liquid still everything available. Waiting for the Reaper only, pretty much. But the Darkseer spells are going to come up. The Mirana spells are going to come up. I don't know.
You get one Terrorize, you blink after, and then Terrorize again.
The future is an interesting place.
It could be. But the present Liquid are going to claim another Roshan again. We've gone ad nauseum about how these items aren't necessarily the most game-changing.
It's just dropping Helmet to Overlord on the ground so you can pick stuff up.
Yeah.
Oh, is Mickey going to take his helm? Okay. Was that his helm? I don't even know whose helm that is.
And here we are. All this power and a 500 HP tower just being whittled away. 43 damage a hit from range creeps. You think there should be some sort of like ultra item coming out of Roshan? Roshan like number 7 or 8 gives you, I don't even know what.
I don't want to reward that.
I don't know if you want to go in any deeper than you already are, Nisha. They make their jump vacuum. Oh, he got the clinks! And X-Nova couldn't get off the box in time.
So fast.
He died instantly. Okay.
That was convincing. That was very convincing. They see the Clinks Courier with the Divine on it, disassembled, but you can still stop it getting there. Yeah. You have enough leaps.
Tofu's on the ride. He's going to find it. Clinks does manage to get off. Good micro there. Got off the shield. Now it's off the map.
I don't think you can do anything about this.
There's a little area next to the base where it comes off of that high ground area. Look at it. They're trying to find it with the rocket flares and a ranged hit.
So this is a mini game right here.
Oh my God, it's spotted.
Yeah, you can't kill it. Once it's on the side of the map, it's impossible. I don't think there's anything.
But yeah,
maybe like sniper or something.
Yeah.
It goes over the abyss.
Oh, it does. Okay, well, Divine Rapier.
He got smoke fight with no buys available effectively.
Trying to get some sort of positioning. The Necrophos, he pops right into the base. Arrow, Shiva's getting a lot of information, but they may not know. Nothing to say. He's looking for this epicenter initiation. Terrorize went out. Nothing to follow it.
How do you kill anybody in this game anymore as XG? I just don't see it.
There's that jump with the nullifier, a little pick off. Now the epicenter initiation though. Hit Ace with the nullifier, but he's still got off the BKB and he makes a run for it. The refresh, he burrow struck out of there. Mickey's almost dead. The Wind Waker saves him. Ame's trying to set up though with the Burning Barrage. They didn't get him. I thought the Burning Barrage would get the kill surely, but it doesn't. And now
so many skellies.
He's healing up. He's got the block of cheese. The shield is back up. The Chemical Rage in 13 seconds. And all the meanwhile, Nisha is on the front lines, hitting the barracks, 50 damage a shot.
You got to do something here if you're Xtreme Gaming. Last epicenter.
Got a nullifier onto Nisha. He doesn't really care and waits it out. Managed to get that vacuum. Go for the Centaur field. Here comes that second epicenter.
It has to be enough.
This Darkseer once again, and this time it'll do it. No escape from the epicenter this time around. Necrophos does manage to get the blank away. X-Nova couldn't quite get it. Meanwhile, the arrow comes through the Starstorm. That's a dieback. And without that team fight, Xtreme Gaming are going to have to do it off their single target damage, and it almost does. The Wind Waker cannot save Nisha here. Does have a buyback, though.
Will he commit it? Or Liquid just going to back off?
Is Mega's worth it to buy back here? Are you willing to push the throne?
The Mirana right clicks.
Arrow trying to vacuum him back into one of these arrows. Unstable concoction, got the nullifier on him. There goes the box, though. Force staffed in. X-Nova got pushed in somehow. Who did that?
He went in.
Who was that?
No, I think he just went in.
X-Nova, you insane madman. He almost kills himself by doing that. There's no way he intended that, right? Missile blade on the Centaur. The Centaur is no longer the tanky hero that he once was. He managed to get the vacuum back onto Xnova. Xnova making a run for it. He doesn't have box charges anymore. That's going to be Megas.
They have to find kills here.
They push it forward. A buyback used on nothing to say. 2 minutes on the Centaur. A 4 versus 5. Xtreme Gaming. Can they make the hold? That is a 4 versus 4 now. And arrow lands on Ame. Liquid. Do not jump back in for it. Maybe they still will. McKay, he thinks it's an opportunity. Unstable Concoction got the BKB out of Clinks. BKB on cooldown for 90 seconds. That is still a window to be utilized, maybe.
Just trying to take buildings here. The team is retreating.
The tier 4s are gone. The throne is now exposed with no glyph. Every banner expands, but it caps out at 1,200. So they'll have yet another banner to put into Xtreme Gaming's base to start the assault.
Very good. Very good here. They're also just deciding what neutral creeps they want with these DOMs. I don't know if there's anything that breaks this game. Time Warp Aurora is good. Ace currently has a Harpy Stormcrafter, which still has the night vision, as far as I'm aware.
That simply does not scale with Divine Rapiers.
Okay, they're sending Tofu in.
Here comes the arrows. XXS does manage to dodge it. Banner is out there holding the creeps. Here comes the Yule set up onto that arrow. Didn't throw out the arrow, threw out the Unstable Concoction. BKB commitment. There's the box. It's it up. Meanwhile, the epicenter initiation was beautiful.
They got the Marana.
Yeah, that's right, the Marana.
That's
Tofu
huge.
Flew too close to the sun.
Oh, no.
Lost his life and the Divine Rapier, which nobody has the slots to pick it up. Finally, XXS says, okay, I got it.
Does he even want that? What does that even do for him?
No, I think it's purely just to take it away.
Anything in the last 30 minutes? Not the fault of like his hero spells are not that relevant here.
Okay, well, you say that now, but in another 30 minutes, okay, the Arc Willow will be the problem.
All right, they're scouting. They're sending the arrows in. Ame is just getting chunked.
Yeah, look at all the damage he's taking. Just trying to do the pistol. He's almost setting up the box. He's trying to get back to him. He's dead. That's going to be a buyback using the Divine Rapier's on the deck.
He's got to get to him. He's got to pick him up.
He's got to pick him back up. The glyph hasn't been used yet. Oh, but look at all the damage. They have to use the glyph now. Here comes the epicenter initiation. Managed to get on the Alchemist. Alchemist's almost dead. Another pistol blade. Where's the rest of his team? And it's just nothing to say. Did all the damage. While Necrophos got caught in Xtreme Gaming's trap. And
no
it's not the extra epicenter. BKB's going to get used.
No
and here
glyph.
comes the Alchemist. Here it comes. Fallen Sky.
He got stunned.
The throne. It's the Smashers. More damage. They got it. Liquid. 93-minute victory.